Smart locks make it easy to lock and unlock your door using your phone, allowing you to automate your lock with the rest of your home and with your location. But to date, that smart functionality has come at a price. Either you've had to install a completely new deadbolt, or deal with a relatively large locking mechanism on the inside of your door. Now, however, a new company hopes to change that. The Level Lock promises the benefits of a smart lock that replaces only the guts of your deadbolt, meaning that your lock will look the same while still allowing you to lock your door with your phone. But does the Level Lock deliver on that promise? I've been using the Level Lock for myself to find out. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps support my work and I would appreciate that support. Even though the Level Lock is destined to live inside your door without being seen, it's still a well-designed and classy-looking device. The lock is built from a sleek stainless steel, and the materials all feel premium and strong. Of course, they have to. This is a lock. Installing the lock will be a simple process for some, and perhaps not so much for others. First of all, you'll want to make sure that you have a compatible lock in the first place, and it's worth checking on Level's website to make sure that your deadbolt will work with the lock. To install the Level Lock, you'll first uninstall your original deadbolt completely. Then you'll screw the deadbolt into your door and slide the main motor of the lock onto the deadbolt. Then, install the original housing of your lock and you should be good to go. I ran into a few issues while installing the Level Lock, but was ultimately able to move past them. Perhaps the biggest issue is that the deadbolt of the Level Lock is round, making it relatively wide. That's unlike other deadbolts, which normally have a slimmer profile. The result is that the strike plate, or the metal plate that screws into your door frame, may not be wide enough to accommodate the Level Lock's deadbolt. Level does include its own strike plate with the lock, but you'll need to make sure that the strike plate will fit on your door frame. The battery powering the Level Lock is a small CR2 battery, and to install it, you'll unscrew the end of the deadbolt and insert it. Level says the battery will last a year, which is pretty good. Of course, the inside of the deadbolt being hollow does beg questions about the integrity of the lock, but Level says that it should live up to industry standards, and it generally seems strong in my tests. After I installed the lock, I had some issues getting it to properly lock and unlock. I tweaked the positioning of the lock housing a little and calibrated the lock in the Level app, and it was good to go. But it's still important to note that it may not work right away after you install it. After the physical lock is installed, you'll need to download the Level Home app and create an account, after which the app will look for your lock and you'll be able to control the lock with your phone. The app itself is relatively well designed and easy to use. To lock and unlock your door, you'll simply hold down the lock in the app and it works pretty well. You'll also be able to tweak settings for the lock, including the volume of the lock's chime when it locks and unlocks. You can also set the lock to auto-lock after 30 seconds, 1 minute, or 3 minutes, which is a nice touch for those who often forget to lock their door. Of course, to really unlock the power of the Level Lock, you'll want to use it with HomeKit. That's kind of the point of the lock. Unfortunately, it doesn't work with Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa, so if you're in those ecosystems, you'll probably want to go for a different lock. I asked Level about platform support, and the company said that it does plan to extend the Level Lock in the future. However, there are no hard dates at this point. The Level Lock connects to the Level app through Bluetooth, so if you only use the Level app, you'll only be able to lock and unlock your door when you're within Bluetooth range. That, of course, is where HomeKit comes in. If you have a HomeKit hub set up, like an Apple TV or HomePod, you'll be able to control the lock from anywhere you have an internet connection, thanks to the fact that the lock will communicate through Bluetooth with your hub instead of directly with your phone. The motor in the Level Lock is slightly louder than some smart locks, but it's not over the top, and I've definitely heard louder locks in the past. Of course, easily the best thing about the lock is how sleek it is once installed. Really, the design of the lock is only limited by your deadbolt. So if you have a nice looking deadbolt, you'll have a nice looking Level Lock too. The fact that the lock only replaces the internal guts of your lock is really a big deal for smart locks in general, and means that the days of having to compromise with a smart lock are over. So should you buy the Level Lock? Well, yeah, but only if you already use Apple's HomeKit. I wouldn't recommend the lock to any non-HomeKit users, considering the fact that without HomeKit, it's limited to Bluetooth connectivity. The other factor is the fact that the Level Lock is a little expensive, coming in at $229. Still, that's cheaper than the August Smart Lock, which costs $250, making it a great choice for those who want a smart lock that won't force users to use new keys. It's also a better choice for renters, who probably won't be allowed to replace their lock without permission in the first place. You can buy the Level Lock using the link in the description. Thanks so much for watching this video, and please subscribe to the channel if the video was helpful to you. My name is Christian, and I'll see you next time. See ya.